Hey, hey, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Taylor here, one half of Biz Solution Sisters, and I'm also one of the hosts of this group, Growth Without Sacrifice. Hi, hello. I almost made it to this live with a towel on my head. I'm fresh out of the shower, and I forgot there was a towel on my head. I'm glad I did not embarrass myself by doing that. I know the day is coming, though. The day is coming. So, how's everyone doing? Who's here with me right now? Please say hello if you're here. Today, I want to talk about something really important, which is building up your content plan for a successful launch. Okay, first of all, who is launching in their business? Who launches? Who has no idea what I'm talking about when I say the word launch? Let me know below. And just to give you a little bit of an idea, a launch is, I don't know why I'm putting it in quotes, that's what it's called. Many of us know the term, oh, I'm in launch mode. Oh, I'm launching my new offer. And when we say we're launching something, or we're in launch mode, this typically means, and it's different for everyone, but it typically means that we're generating leads. We have a new offer, or maybe even an existing offer that we validated, and we're generating leads for that. We're hosting some sort of event, 5-day challenge, a masterclass, a workshop, whatever the case may be, to build intrigue and to give people a preview of what working with us would be like. And then from there, we are leading them into buying that offer or offers that we're presenting to them. Okay. So this requires a lot of planning, and it requires a lot of strategy, not a lot of strategy, but it requires a strong strategy in order to do it successfully. When we are in a launch period, there are a lot of moving parts, from lead generation to nurturing to following up, building anticipation, delivering a really amazing workshop, and of course closing sales. And that's not all. I'm just kind of spitballing here. So anyways, needless to say, when we're in launch mode, there are a lot of moving parts. So getting organized with our launches is massive, okay? But more on that later. What I want to talk about today is content. Okay, I see so many people. I talk to so many business owners who are like, "Yeah, right now I'm launching my new offer," and I'll go to their pages or their group or their spaces, and I'm like, "Where are you launching this? Are you DMing people about it? Like what does launching mean to you? Because I see no content, I see no strategy on your pages. I have no idea that you're promoting something right now." You're not educating me on anything. You're not building anticipation for an event. There's no content around a launch. So it's very confusing. And I think a lot of people really have no clue what it actually means to be in a launch, and what kind of task you need to carry out. And so a big, massive part of launch is content. Okay. And it doesn't have to be complicated, but we really have to up our content game during launch period. Okay. We have to educate people about what the hell we're launching. We have to build intrigue around this offer, and we have to nurture people through content. And content is just one component. Okay. That's what we're talking about here in this live. There are obviously other ways to nurture people outside of content as well. But one of the biggest mistakes I see for business owners who are launching new offers is no content at all, or a very, very poor content plan. So I want to help you with that today. All right. So first, I'm going to hop in here. Hey, Stace. Stace just finished a launch, which, in my opinion, from the little I know about it, was very successful. So content, as Stacey is saying here, a lot of people get freaked out when it comes to content, but I promise it doesn't have to be that hard. Stacey, will you actually tag Kim? I can't tag her from StreamYard. I would love for her to see this live as well. Let's get Kim tagged in here. So content, yeah, like I know that in early days it can feel like a lot. It can feel overwhelming and intimidating, and you're like, I'll never get caught up with pushing my content out. But it doesn't have to be the case. And I'm going to go over a few different content types with you. But I really want to talk about a simple content plan for a successful launch. Okay. And I'm going to show you some behind the scenes as to, we're in launch mode right now. Like we're slowly announcing our launch with automation workshop that's happening on April 19th and 20th. I'll drop the link. Actually, the link is above this live in the caption. So we are in launch mode. We are early days launch mode. So I actually just finished our entire content plan for like pre-content, pre-workshop just yesterday. So I'm actually going to give you a behind the scenes sneak peek as to how we do this. Okay. Get yourself signed up for the launch with automation workshop. Like launches are already pretty intense, although we are challenging the idea that launch mode has to mean high stress levels and overwhelm. It doesn't, because we use automation. So like I said, there's a lot of moving parts with launches. So if you can automate some of those tasks, why wouldn't you? Okay, so go ahead and get signed up. If you launch in your business or think that you are going to be launching in your business, get signed up at the link above, okay? And for now, I'm going to share my screen with you all. Let's see here. Okay, let's just give it a second. Let's give it a second. Okay, so here we are. You can see this is, I'm not going to go through each one of these tabs because that is reserved for our clients. But we will be going over, we will be touching on these documents in the workshop, and we will actually be hooking you up with your own calendar if you are a participant of the workshop. So anyways, you can see all kinds of different colors here, all types of different post types, right? This is all of our content leading up to our workshop that's happening on April 19th and 20th. I will say we usually double our content during launch mode. Okay, so we post at least twice a day, and we also send out emails often. All right, so I'm sure you're looking at this going like, what do all of these colors mean? What do these post types mean? And it looks very pretty with all the colors, but it looks a little bit complicated, right? And so I want to break it down for you very simply right over here. So I'm literally just going to type this out as I talk. So we're going to talk through a simple content plan for a successful launch. A lot of people think that when they're in launch mode, that all they should be doing, like I see both ends of the spectrum. People only posting a bunch of those color block hand raiser posts, like who wants to come to my free workshop? Who wants to come to my free workshop? Learn how I made 10K from this workshop. That's one end of the spectrum. And then on the other, I see people only posting these long personal posts about their transformations and this and that. And like both are good, but you cannot just have this and you cannot just have this. We all absorb content in a different way, which is why you need to hit every single piece of content each week that I'm about to share with you right now. Okay, so let's walk through it. The first piece of content I want to talk about is educational. I might have some typos as I'm typing here. Is educational content. Misty and I do this primarily through short lives like this. This is an educational piece of content because you're going to learn a shit ton if you watch this and then implement what I'm saying. So educational is the first one. We do it in the form of lives. It can also be written, whatever, but educational. The purpose of educational content is exactly that. It is to educate. You are not trying to sell them. Sure, I can tell you, go sign up for my workshop, but the primary purpose of me doing this live for you is to educate you and to help you out. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is personal / inspo, I call it. And this is just something about you, just personal to your life. Give people a little look into how your offer has changed your life or how your life has changed because you're practicing the things that you're preaching. Okay, so and it doesn't have to be this big dramatic story every single time. It doesn't have to be this transformation. It can just be something simple. A good example that I like to give people is that when I first came here on this island to Samoy, I didn't go to the gym. I was making time to work out right here in my living room because I thought I had no time. Okay, and the more I started practicing my own strategies and my automation, like I mastered my automation, I started going to the gym once a day. Now I go to the gym twice a day, not every day, but I have the ability to go to the gym twice a day. So I just made more freedom in my schedule because I use automation. Okay. So that's not some crazy epic transformation story. It takes me a couple of minutes to write about that or talk about that, but it inspires people because everyone wants more time. Okay. So personal and inspirational stories. This should be a part of your launch content. All right. And then I'll break this down into like how many times a week per post as well, but just hang tight with me. The next one I want to talk about is authority one. This is social proof from you. So you'll kind of see some overlap here, like with personal and inspirational and then authority one, because they're both personal. Okay. And it's okay if they overlap. It's okay if they fit both categories. Authority one might also be, hey, who wants to know my launch strategy that I've used to sell out every single launch that I've done? Okay, that would be authority one. Whereas the gym thing, that's more personal. Okay, see the difference there? But it's okay if they fit both. Okay. All right, authority two. This is social proof from your clients. What results did you get your clients? Okay. I don't think I need to go any further on that one. I think we're all clear there, right? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then of course we have sales posts. Like you're gonna post way more sales posts during your launch period, especially when you have open cart, than you will any other time. Any other time you want to do a lot of educational, personal engagement, value, things like that. But during launch mode, it is okay to hit the sales hard. Okay. So Missy and I break this down into long and short sales posts. And I'll show you a couple of examples. So don't freak out. I'm really giving it all away in this live, aren't I? All right. So we have sales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I want to talk about engagement posts. All right. And these are just building anticipation around the workshop or asking questions that's going to up your engagement during launch period. We don't always have to talk about our workshop or our offer. We can just ask questions that are fun related to that, or that are just fun in general, because we want to keep our engagement up on our profile, on our Facebook group, whatever the space is during our launch period. Of course, this is important. So having this variety is key. All right. So let's break this down. Educational lives. We do 2 of these a week. We teach people twice a week. And we always relate it to the workshop. You heard me talk about the workshop, didn't you? All right, personal story posts, inspo posts, we do this once a week. Authority 1 or 2, we choose one, we do this once a week. Sales, we do this about 3 times a week between short and long, okay? And then engagement posts, we do this about 2 to 3 times a week. Don't worry, you can come to the workshop to learn more about this. I'm not going to break this down any further here in this quick live, but just to give you a rough idea. If you want more info about your content plan for launches, you need to come to the workshop, or you need to drop the word content. And like if you have a launch going on right now and you need some additional support, drop the word content. Okay, but you can see here, we have a variety of content going on, okay? And now you can better understand why these colors are here, right? We have short sales, Tay Live. That's what's happening right now. This is educational. Short sales, engagement, Misty Live, which is educational. Authority 2, personal, long sales, short sales. You see, there's a ton of variety to build the intrigue and engagement and value for our audience as we're approaching our workshop. Okay, so we're not just putting one type of post out there for one type of person who likes to absorb content that way. We're giving everyone everything. We're doing lives, we're doing written posts, we're doing engagement posts, we're doing hand raiser posts, we're doing long inspo posts. Okay, you have to have a variety in order to reach all people who absorb content in different ways. All right. So again, you see this document here. If you come to the workshop and you actually participate and show up both days, we are going to give you this document for free. Okay, this is usually only reserved for our clients, so this is a big incentive. All right, then I'm going to take it a step further for just to give you some visuals, because I know it can be a little bit frustrating if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So I'm just going to give you some examples of what would be what. Okay, so here's an engagement post. True, false. I'm working my ass off in launch mode for little to no results. It's about my launch. I'm in launch mode, and our workshop is about launch with automation. It's market research, and people are probably going to answer this because it's easy to answer. Here's an educational post, a long written educational post. Another engagement post. A poll, another engagement post and market research, but in a different form, variety again. We have a personal post here, very personal from me. We have a long sales post. We have a fun engagement post, but it's related to our launch. You see what I'm saying here? You see all these different types of content. We have a variety going on here, and this is what your content plan should look like should you be launching something as well. Okay, so again, get yourself signed up. Just to take this a step further, everyone, like you see all of those scheduled posts. So this is all of our scheduled content for our Facebook group. And we love and highly recommend that you post everything from your group to your personal page as well. And we have a tool for that, which is this tool right here, Genius Scheduler. And this is what we use to post our content onto our personal profile as well. So you can see, like, we're just hitting all of the avenues here. And this is only one little topic that we are going to be talking about in that Launch with Automation workshop. Like, a lot of people have no clue what to do during launch, or they think it's this one thing, but really it's all of these things that have to work efficiently together in order to have a successful launch. So I have heard again and again, especially from people here in this group, like, I've worked so hard, I get little to no results in my launches. I really don't even know what it means to launch. I don't know what the steps are to launch. And we are going to talk about all of that in our workshop, and then we're going to show you how to automate a lot of that, which is just brilliant. Stacy, you know how great it is to be able to automate some of the things that I'm going to stop sharing my screen. To automate some of the things that we absolutely have to do to have a successful launch. It's such a game changer. It's such a relief. I was just talking to one of my clients yesterday, like, how do you feel now that you have automation? Because she launches often, and she's like, I feel in flow. I feel relaxed. I don't talk to people ever who say that they are relaxed during launch mode, y'all. That's not a thing that comes out of people's mouths, because most of us don't have giant teams. So I just want you all to think about that and did I mention to get signed up for the workshop? Okay, cool. I'll see you all in the group. Go enjoy our amazing content plan that's coming your way.